a podcast to honor the gods.
This better come with a sacrifice.
Dave X Media.
The bits, the bits, the bits, the bits, the bits.
Welcome to the Bits, hosted by your favorite jam buds.
I'm Charlie.
You're the one who's fuck you. I'm wrong. I hate you so
You're
much.
welcome.
I hate you. I hope that you stub your pinky toe.
I do that every day anyway. So
Charlie, how are you alive?
I'm not.
Okay, you're dead.
I'm literally
Fantastic.
not. I'm already dead. Hey, Robert, we're going to a beach party?
Yeah, we're going to a beach party, which,
Beach party.
as we all know, is season 1, episode 18, Beach Party, which premiered April 30th, 2014. So a fresh 17-year-old me would have been watching this for the first time.
Hey, Robert.
Hey, Turbine.
I don't like sand.
It's coarse and it's everywhere.
Yeah. That's it.
I love that meme that is like Anakin watching Rey bury his lightsaber in sand on Tatooine.
Yes. She's so mad. She's so mad about it.
It's so funny. It's really so funny. That's just what it'd be like.
Robert.
What happens in this episode?
Okay, well, this episode starts with the gems fighting. It says a pufferfish.
It's technically a pufferfish. It's a gem pufferfish, I guess.
Yeah, in my notes, I was just calling it a puffer because I'm like, it's not a fish. What is the gem? It's a watermelon tourmaline.
Watermelon sugar high. Where's your fucking
Her
section
gem-
about?
Look at her gem version. Look at her. Look at her.
Wait, what happened?
Look at what she looks like. The gem. The look at the page. The watermelon tourmaline.
I'm looking for it. Hold on, give me a second.
She is adorable. She's got a little smile. She's got like 4 arms.
Hey, Charlie, so shouldn't you be doing a fucking
No.
a thingy? I forget what it's called.
I'm not doing thingies when it's a corrupted gem that we don't actually hear the name of what it is.
I forget what the segment is called because we haven't done it in a while. We're not going to do it until
Classroom gems.
the
I'm
classroom
doing it
gems.
for our lovely actually characters. Because sadly the uncorrupted gems are not currently characters. They're just like monster of the weeks, and they don't actually get names until you look at the wiki and it's like, this is what they are later in the series when they're not, evil.
The classroom gems for watermelon tourmaline. I don't want to go here. What happens if you Google what is that an actual gem? I'm curious. Let's see.
Is it?
It is, and it looks like watermelon. Look at that. Who was surprised? Were you surprised? Was I surprised?
It is called watermelon.
Watermelon tourmaline is a type of tourmaline that has a pink center and green perimeter around the outside, resembling a watermelon at its rind. This is one of the few stones where you can see the formation process etched into the material.
That's so pretty.
It was discovered at a mine in Newry, Maine in 1902, but can be found in Nigeria, Madagascar, Afghanistan, Sri Lanka, Australia, and Brazil. Brazil is famous for being known as having the finest watermelon tourmalines ever discovered, more specifically across the Minas Gerais region of the country. In the early 1970s, a large pocket of extremely high-grade watermelon tourmaline was found very close to the mine in which it was discovered. Only 5 miles away from Newry, Plumbago Gem Pit started pulling the most amazing specimens ever seen in the world at the time. That is your bootleg version of the classroom gems. That is like classroom learning from the homeless man on the street.
It's not like I do any better. I'm just like, science, does it have cleavage? Okay. Here's some history. Do we got titties?
That is the important question every time we do classroom gems. It's just imagine you're like a fucking professor walking up to like the big ass chalkboard in your big ass classroom. You review, you slide up the chalkboard, boom, titties, question mark.
That's it. And just like
This is what we will be focusing on this semester, titties.
Do you see Mac behind you?
I see Mac behind me, free like what the fuck are we talking about?
We're talking about titties. What else?
We're talking about titties. What else do we talk about on this show? Crystal Gems? The gay space rocks? No, we talk about that. We talk about tits. Like, it's great.
Yeah, it's a musical. It's a musical.
It's a musical. What?
Amusing. It's fun. It's great.
No, it's a musical. No. Charlie, it's a musical now. We talk about titties. Talk about titties.
I can't right now. The energy is immaculate.
I'm surprised I have energy. I've been up since like 5 in the morning.
That's why your energy is this.
I took a nap like a couple hours ago. My energy's in flux. My sleep schedule is in flux. I have no idea what I'm doing anymore.
I got home at midnight last night from my date, and then I slept till like 10. All right. So in this scene, Amethyst smacks it away. Just like,
honestly, she has the best reasoning out of the Crystal Gems, where she's like, where Pearl is like, well, that was just gonna come back later, and Amethyst is like, yeah, so we'll deal with it later.
You can think of a better strategy for what to do later instead of like, dying now. But Amethyst literally turns into a baseball bat and hits a home run.
I want to make an edit where the baseball home run sound from the Smash Bros games plays. Do you know that sound, Charlie?
Because she's smashing a bro.
Charlie.
I don't know.
Are you smashing bros?
Are you?
Hey Mac, are we bros? We bros.
Homies.
We're homies. We're broskies. We're cool. This is a lot of. If I was the more like I don't give a fuck person, I would just let this all stay, and it would just be like, here's the episode of the Bits where Robert gets really personal about their sex life.
You mean if we were the Ned's Declassified podcast?
The Ned's Declassified podcast is so wild. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut around and like cut out the parts that are specific, but I'm gonna keep these parts in where we're like generally talking about. Because the Ned's Declassified podcast is fucking wild, where they're just like, oh yeah, when you're teenagers seeing each other routinely like every day for several months, you fuck. And I'm like, excuse me? It's wild.
Like, they just got a little bit like too real, and I'm like, all right.
Fucking Devin was like, are you sure you want to talk about this? And they're like, yeah, fuck it, why not? I'm like, it's friends, hello.
Yeah.
The pufferfish knocks Garnet the fuck away, and Garnet lands on top of the fish stew pizza sign, breaks it, and
it's fine.
Kofi and Kiki are already outside, and Kofi is like trying to yell at Garnet. Garnet does not give a shit. She's just like embedded in the sign.
Garnet just like doesn't give two shits. She's just like, oh look, I landed on my back. I can see the clouds. Like, she's just like not here right now mentally.
Garnet took a nap.
I would believe it. Garnet would take a nap. Kofi is just like screaming at her, and when they come over, Steven in this episode is so concerned about the gems and their relationship to humanity. There is a cat. I love cats.
His name's Helix.
I love cats. Remind me to come visit you sometime so I could just see animals and also you, I guess.
Sure.
And then you can actually have me and Mac in the same place, and we can be like, whoa, we're not the same person.
This is where Kofi is so pissed. Like, Steven's trying to defend the Crystal Gems, being like, no, they're not like weirdos or whatever. They're not delinquents. They're just like trying to protect the world. And Kofi's like, I don't give a fuck. My sign is broken. You know what? You're all banned.
I mean, he's protecting his business. But like, also, what did Steven do in this situation? Like, he's just like, oh no.
So listen, so the exact wording that he says is that they're banned, that the Crystal Gems are banned. Like, he's referring to the three of them.
That's
Steven
fair.
takes it as we're all banned, which is not what he said, Steven.
Well, Steven is like, hey, I'm a Crystal Gem. Therefore, if they're banned, then I'm banned. We're a group. We're a package deal. So he takes it very much to heart. And then he goes back to see the gems at the house, and he's just like, you guys, like, you got banned. It's like the worst thing in the world. And they're like, we don't really eat, so like who cares? And Amethyst, doesn't she say something like it's not even like the best pizza or
Yeah,
whatever?
Amethyst, which is funny because I think it has a sign on it that's like the best pizza in town. I'm pretty sure this is the only pizza in town.
Probably.
Like they have the one French fry place, the one pizza place, the one arcade,
The one amusement park?
the one amusement park. I don't remember what else Beach City has. The one lighthouse, it's a fucking beach.
The one mayor?
The one Mayor Dewey.
Mayor Dewey. Yeah, but Steven wants the gems to care. He's like, well, you're saving humanity. Don't you care what the humanity thinks about you? And they're like, no, we don't do it for them to like us. We just do it. Steven's like, yeah, that's so good of you, though. You guys are so selfless. And they're like, yeah, sure. You know, it's just it's a time. So Steven's like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna have a beach party. We're gonna get you guys and the pizzas to like hang out and see that you're all cool guys, so that we care about each other and become friends. This is Steven just like friendship. Friendship is magic. So they have a beach party. They're gonna have a cookout. They're gonna have volleyball.
Steven made burgers
He
and hot
did.
dogs.
And guess what? We get an outfit change.
They so Steven is just wearing like essentially his shirt but as a tank top.
I also have this tank top version.
Fantastic.
I love it.
We have, and then the crystal gems each like magicify themselves into beach attire. I love Amethyst the most. It is very like Valley Girl, I guess, is
It's
for some
very
reason.
Amethyst.
Is Amethyst a Valley Girl?
Sure. Maybe. You don't know. You don't know her life. She did actually come from a valley.
Ha ha ha! Get it?
Like-
She came from a valley, so she's a Valley Girl. Ah, all right. So
But like, you know, the fact that Steven's just like, hey, you guys should like change your outfits, you know, look more casual. Sure, like, and so the girls, the gems, they're not girls. They're just there is no gender.
there is no gender.
They do a magical girl, not gendered, transformation as the pizzas come over. They're like, I am Garnet, I am Amethyst, I am Pearl, and then Steven's like, it's
And
Steven!
Steven.
Because yes. So they have a party, and the gems do not eat.
Those crazy kids with their diet fads.
Yeah, I understand that it's supposed to be a joke, but I'm also just like, ooh, that hurts.
Charlie,
That one hurts a little
Charlie,
bit.
eat your vegetables.
I mean, yes, I'll eat some soup, but also they didn't even have vegetables on those plates.
Charlie, eat what's a food I know you don't like? Eat some. All I'm thinking is vegetables. I'm like, no, there's like, I don't think you like fish, right?
No,
Yeah, so eat some
I don't
fish.
like fish stew pizza. I wouldn't eat it.
Well, Charlie, you got to eat some fish.
No,
Then you're banned from fish stew pizza.
that's fine. Honestly, I'll go.
Imagine just being banned from ever eating like a Domino's pizza again.
I mean, I could just like not go back to Domino's and get pizza. There's still people that I used to work with there, and I'm like, I don't really want to go and see you people every time I get pizza. Kind of sucks.
Very terrible.
Yeah. They also do volleyball. Foreshadowing? Volleyball?
Question mark?
Volleyball? Do you remember volleyball, Robert?
What is this foreshadowing?
I'm making a joke because Steven Universe feature, there's the character that we just name Volleyball to differentiate her from the other gems.
I definitely don't remember this.
It's Pink Pearl. Okay. So the teams are Nanafwa and Steven, Pearl and Kiki, Kofi and Garnet, and then Jenny and Amethyst.
There's so much cheating. These people do not know how to play a
So
fucking game.
much!
I really love how Kofi's like, if you touch the ball, you get grounded for a month. And they're like, Daddy, you're cheater. You're a cheater.
Yeah, like, it's not even just cheating on, like, the gems using their powers or whatever. It's also, like, the humans genuinely cheating. That's I love it. I love it. But also, was it Garnet spiking the ball so hard that Nanofly has to give us a little science explanation? Did you know that when sand is superheated, it turns into glass?
I did not know that. Just like deadpanned. It's great.
It's beautiful. And then the return of Hollow Pearl. I'm over here, Amethyst. I'm over here, Amethyst.
Yeah, that freaked me the fuck out for a second. I'm like, excuse me? What are we doing? Hello?
Like,
We're bringing
no.
her back. We're bringing her back just for this. It's fucking wild. Eventually, they start arguing about all the cheating, and
Yeah.
our pufferfish friend shows back up. It is now later, and we are now later us who have to deal with it later.
Yeah, like maybe if you guys had like thought about the later. I mean, Steven wasn't really. It wasn't his plan to make it be later, so he was just like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna have a beach party. It'll be great." But like the Gems should have been planning what to do about the thing when it came back, since they had time.
Maybe.
You know, strategy, just a little bit. Where's Annabeth when you need her? So they all gotta work together to defeat this thing. Since we learned about this superheating of sand, we're gonna use that thing again. Amethyst turns into a ball. We get another like iconic screen cap, I feel like, from the show where Pearl like tosses Amethyst as a ball, and it's like with pleasure.
or when Garnet's about to smack her down, be like, be gentle.
Be gentle. I'll try. Smack so hard that
Max. That she like lights on fire.
yeah.
And essentially they build a little like they have Garnet smack Amethyst down so hard that she will make glass out of sand, and then they take the net and try to push the pufferfish into the sand, and then Garnet comes in and does one last punch and they pop the pufferfish.
One punch. Anyway.
One punch! And because we have, and by we I mean the Gems have saved Kofi's family, he's so grateful that he officially unbans them. Steven's like, thanks, we appreciate it. And the episode ends with Pearl being like, what were we banned for?
And Steven just laughs nervously. It's
Ha, ha, ha.
great. It's wonderful.
Ha, 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 ha. Hey, Trubby,
Hey, Robert. Hey,
guess what?
guess what?
Time for Crystal Temple Trivia.
It's time. And look at that. There's some trivia. I was like, there's nothing here. Oh wait, there was an ad.
Kofi's personality adheres to the common representation of the West African father.
Cool. I feel like that means that's not great.
I don't know. Maybe it is. Who knows?
Maybe is that like a caricature?
I
Is
don't
that what it's trying to
know.
say there?
I don't
But
know. All I know is,
know.
With Nenefa's debut, all characters in the opening sequence are now accounted for on the series.
Yay! Pearl's beach outfit resembles the dress she dons from her first design in 2012.
And you can see off to the side there is a drawing of the first designs. That's wild.
Yeah, they did look a little bit different.
I guess Garnet's gloves were literally gloves that she could take off.
I don't like that.
No,
actually.
I don't either.
I don't. They were also like gloves that went up to your upper arm. Like that's a lot.
When the Gems were changing clothing, their transformation sequence is similar to the classic Power Rangers transformation sequences seen in every Power Rangers show before the rights were bought by numerous companies. How Garnet says Garnet and the others say their names are the same as a Red Ranger saying Red Ranger with his teammates.
What the fuck? As Garnet strikes Amethyst down when she's a ball, Amethyst says Rai,
which is said by
Dio Brando in the manga anime series JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh, Dio. When the Gems are changing their clothes, they possess the poses they perform resemble the ones that they did when they were teleporting in the pilot.
Hey, Amethyst's beach outfit includes a small green fanny pack similar to the one she wore in the pilot, but in a lighter shade. Cool.
And next up, our Pearl Point. Who you giving your Pearl Point to? Charizard?
I mean,
Nanafau.
You're giving it yours to Nanafau?
Yes.
Nanafwa? I do love her. I gotta say, she is one of my favorite characters in the show, but like, I feel like I'm giving mine to our sad corrupted gem here, whose name I just learned, Watermelon Tourmaline. I don't know. I just like I don't remember seeing her form before, and I'm like, you look kind of cute. And I also just like love the actual gem. Like they're so pretty.
They're like watermelons.
So it's a dual Pearl Point to the character and also the actual gem in the real world.
Nice.
Because they're pretty.
And char. What is the question?
The question that we shall be asking: have you ever been banned from an establishment?
I have not. I also think we asked this question
Have
when
we?
Steven got banned from the amusement park. I swear we either, I don't know if it was the official question or not, I don't remember, but I remember we asked this question.
Oh my god.
But let's ask it again. No, I've never been banned from anywhere. Unless you
Yeah.
count being banned from like certain Twitter accounts. I am banned by that extension.
Yeah, if
by-
you haven't been banned from a place, who were you blocked by online?
The most infamous block I have right now is that Stephanie Laurie, the editor for Rick Riordan's books, blocked me on twitter.com.
And we still don't know why. It's probably was an accident.
It was probably an accident. It's just really funny.
Because didn't she like one of your photos or something?
No, she posted about having COVID a few days back, and I said get well soon in the comment, and she liked it.
So like, yeah.
It's weird. Charlie, ever been banned from anywhere?
No. I haven't been banned from any establishments as far as I know in my lifetime.
Who's your biggest block on these social internets?
Oh, I don't know.
It's
I
gonna
don't
be
get blocked by people.
Hold on,
I
I'm blocking
do,
you
I
right
don't
now.
know.
All right, hold on, I'm blocking you right now.
You're gonna block me?
Yes.
That's mean. Then I have to follow you again. If
Alright,
you ever
fine.
unblock me.
Nah, I'm not gonna block you. All right. Hey, lizard.
Lizard?
Yes.
Just straight up lizard?
Yeah. Hey,
Who
lizard.
the fuck is that?
That's you.
It's not me. I frog.
If every podcast were perfect,
We wouldn't have the bits.
ribbit.
I don't know what sounds lizards make.
They go like, eh,
Bleh. Bye.
bye.
You can follow this podcast socials at The Bits SU Pod on Instagram and Tumblr. You can send a message to our Diamond line through thebitsSUpod@gmail.com. Be sure to give us a rating, a review, or let your friends and followers know how much you love the podcast. That really helps. Our music was written and produced by Jason Hilton. You can find him at Negative Selections on Instagram. You can follow me, Charlie, at GreenPixie12 on most platforms, and I also have an art Instagram at GreenPixieDraws.
You can find me, Robert, at the Damn Meme page on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Damn is spelled D-A-M. If you want to hear more from me, check out one of my many podcasts. I have a Once Upon a Time podcast called Entering Storybrooke, a Kim Possible podcast called That's a Sitch, and an Oseman Verse podcast called the Truum Grammar Book Club.
The Bits is proud to be a part of Deus Ex Media, which features great podcasts like My Cabbages, an Avatar podcast that follows the true hero of the Avatar The Last Airbender series, the Cabbage Cart Guy.
Coffee, tea, honor, cabbage. Long ago, the four elements lived in harmony. Then, shit went totally cray when the Avatar attacked. Only the Cabbage Man, merchant of fine cruciferous vegetables, could stand against his trolling. But when the world needed some dank veg, he vanished. 10 years have passed, and my partner and I have started a new podcast.
My Cabbages! An Avatar podcast.
A weekly show about Avatar The Last Airbender. Whether it's Sokka's new line of cologne,
Hey, look at you, sitting there on a seal. Well, now look back at me. I'm on an even bigger seal. Now look away.
D&D related antics,
You have to make an acrobatics check for that, and Aang just like unzips his pants and whips out his d20s. He's just like, I got this.
or randomly breaking into song.
Go bending waterfall.
We'll stumble our way through the greatest show ever made, one episode at a time.
You can reach us at CabbageCast, which is our Twitter, or
Subscribe wherever you catch pod.
Rotten cabbages? What kind of slum do you think this is?
your podcast.
Is it? No way.
Apparently. Coughing and dying is not the intro, Charlie.
I think it is. I think it absolutely is the intro. I also didn't bring up any of the things, just so you know. That's how do we even start this podcast?
Dave X Media.